Alright, we're working on a 2010 Chevy Traverse. As you can see, I've got a parasitic draw of 1.2 amps, and I've had this probably for the last 7 or 8 hours. It actually started at 1.4, but I think the battery's starting to get lower. So we finally figured it out. And what happens with this vehicle, the only way you can get it to draw is you turn the ignition on. Here, I'll do that quick. This is gonna shut my meter down, but he's got an aftermarket Pioneer stereo in the car, and this problem started after the stereo was installed. We pulled the stereo and it didn't affect the parasitic draw at all. Of course, we pulled every fuse in the fuse panel down below, and we were getting weird draws even with all the fuses pulled out. So I got to thinking maybe there's a receiver in the vehicle somewhere. I had to look up the codes, the build codes, RPO, to see exactly what the original stereo system was, and indeed there's a receiver in the back of the vehicle. So anyway, going back to this parasitic draw, so I've got the key on, I've got the radio on, I shut it off, close the doors, lock the vehicle, kill the lights, pick up the meter, and we'll sit at a couple amps until everything shuts down. We'll get down to about 1.2. Okay, so we're sitting about 1.2. It'll stay there. It's not going to drop any further than that. I'm going to go back to the back of the vehicle. I can get a light in here for you. Back here in the back corner, underneath this cover, there is a receiver. And if I unplug all 3 connectors, we go back up to the front. Start dropping out, and I think some other modules might have been on. I didn't let it sit long enough, so I think there's some other modules that are still shutting down, but this will drop down to 0.025 or less after it sits for a few minutes. So I think we've figured out what the problem is as far as what's causing it. Because it's an aftermarket system, I'm probably going to send him back to the installer because the problem is definitely related to the stereo system.